Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy again, Chris here, back with some more well, it's not Chris Wrestling views or news today. It's gonna be Chris Wrestling prediction video today, you guys. I'm going to be doing my WWE Wrestlemania 37 predictions, and preview. And so I'm gonna also have Jatori. I know you guys possibly remember him, from my first couple of videos, that I did and everything. So I want to bring him in a little while, but we're gonna discuss, like I said, overnight ones WrestleMania matches, which are like about 6 matches, and then we got night two. It's about 7 matches or so. So they, of course, they broke up. They breaking up the show, just as they, WWE did numerous of times before. So let's go ahead and jump in, you guys. We got the WWE Championship match. As what we got, WWE Championship match will possibly be the match to start off on the show. But let me go ahead and bring Jatori in, you guys. So y'all welcome Jatori into the video. Here he goes. All right, there's Jatori, you guys. So as I was telling people, we're gonna start off with the WWE Championship match: Bobby Lashley versus Drew. Well, the Almighty Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. My prediction. Well, basically, let me go ahead and start with this. Basically, this all started over when the Miz um, you know, attack Drew McIntyre. Well, yeah, no, Bobby Lashley attacked Drew McIntyre. Miz cash ins on Bobby Lashley. And after then, you guys, that's when, it came about Bobby Lashley wanting, that return favor from the Miz. And then the Miz, end up losing the title to the almighty Bobby Lashley. And then Drew McIntyre, comes to Bobby Lashley and wants, his WWE Championship back, and then it ends up, to where we are today. So my prediction on this match, you guys, I would have to say it will end up being possibly Bobby Lashley retaining his WWE Championship. Um, why is because I feel as if WWE wants to see what else Bobby Lashley can do, going forward with the with this W, with the WWE Championship. But then again, you never know what could possibly happen, what will be the outcome. You never know if Lesnar may show up and stand face to face, with Bobby Lashley or Drew McIntyre, whoever will be the champion at the end of the night. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, you guys. So we're just going to have to find out. But Jatori would love to share his WWE Championship predictions as well, and his thoughts and his opinions as well. So whoever that is, that's watching right now, welcome to Chris Wrestling Views. We're discussing WrestleMania 37. Predictions and what could possibly happen and who we think will win. So, without further ado, Jatori, go ahead and share.
Uh, I don't hate either one of the wrestlers. I think both of them are great wrestlers. I ju- I just know Vince McMahon thinks of Drew McIntyre of his that he was his number one choice from get go,
Right.
and that he was supposed to be a champ from get go long time ago. He just was failed. He failed, but he he was the chosen one, and now he's showing everybody that I proved everybody wrong. Now
Right.
Bobby, he was also a chosen one, but he was chosen in a whole different degree from a whole different wrestling group. But now the Hurt Business, it's a shame that it got broken up. it got it's a shame that it got broken up, and I think from where the way that it got broken up, where MVP got interfered, that's gonna play a major role in this story role.
Right.
I think it's gonna make it where, yeah, he's gonna lose the belt. Maybe they're gonna find a way that he's gonna get the belt back, or get make a three-way match with somebody else that's strong. Maybe, hey, maybe Lesnar come back when people, get back into arena. Then they're gonna be like, okay, well, we got three big men, three popular men, three fantasy men who really need to be in a ring together. Cause Drew wanted to fight Lesnar again. Uh, Bobby
Right.
want to fight Lesnar. That's a fantasy match. Lesnar
Right.
don't want to be in no cheap match where, okay, nobody ain't going to be in the stadium.
Right. Yeah, and then this is the first time that WrestleMania is actually going to have people in the arena since before last year WrestleMania, which was the sorriest WrestleMania. Even though it's even though we were and still is in the pandemic, you guys. But then again, it's gonna be pretty great, to have a crowd, inside the Raymond James Stadium. So yeah, with that thing with Drew McIntyre, as Jatori said, possibly winning back his WWE Championship. I mean, it's numerous of people, that could possibly win that title. I mean, of course, like Jatori said, we have Lesnar, we have Braun Strowman, is what I said, um, and so on and so forth. But
Yeah,
you
so
know,
my prediction is I'm going to go with Drew. And the reason why I say Drew, I think a lot is weighed on they want to prove MVP wrong. And it's MVP's last ride out of the Hurt Business.
right.
MVP been making a lot of mistakes, and he ain't even the most gold that he held since he been back with the Hurt Business is that chain around his neck.
Yeah, you're definitely right, dude. That only that one little chain that's around his neck. I mean, it's like yeah, he hasn't. I thought he won the tag team before, but
I
no, that was
I don't.
Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, yeah, that was Shelton Alexander. I don't even think he won a belt by himself when before it started the Hurt Business. I don't think so.
Right. No, he hasn't actually. That is a
Cause I
pretty good
Cause
valid point there.
I think he was getting embarrassed, and then he started on a losing streak, and Bobby was on a losing streak. Then he ran back to Bobby. Like I said, it was all bad for him. It was all
Right.
bad for him.
Huh.
Cause,
Well,
'cause Shelton brought up a good point. Yeah, I was like, yeah, cause I
yeah.
also told you when he got into that ring that day, that one time against
Oh yeah.
bro, he hurt himself. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
nah,
he
bro, you
yeah.
don't need to be wrestling.
Yeah, he definitely did. I remember I actually do remember that. But that's probably what will happen, but we'll just have to see on WrestleMania night 1 for this match on Saturday, April the 10th, you guys. And I believe is it at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and 6 o'clock Pacific?
7.
Okay, well, 7. So it probably only gonna be like what 7 to 9 o'clock or something like that. I believe. Yeah, about 7 to 9 o'clock or so. But we'll just have to find out. Next match, you guys, we got the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match. Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. Basically, you got this goes all the way. This basically goes all the way back to where Bianca Belair was in the Royal Rumble, and no, yeah, Bianca Belair was in the Royal Rumble, and then it ended up Bianca Belair was was basically like the favorite, to win, the you know the the WWE women's Royal Rumble. But then again, you guys, I mean, it's like, I mean, it's just so surprising, WWE finally listened to us to where we wanted that match with um Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. So we finally going to get to see it at WrestleMania, and with like with Bianca, she is a talented wrestler. She said, when she said she's going to do something, that she was going to main event WrestleMania way before the Royal Rumble happened, and come to find out that she actually did what she said she was going to do. And like I said, WWE finally has listened to the fan base, and seen that, and see that Bianca could be, the face of the women's division on the SmackDown brand. But in my opinion, I was gonna say possibly Bianca Belair wins the title at WrestleMania on night one against Sasha Banks, and to prove Sasha Banks wrong, then this is gonna be far from over, you guys. It's gonna be a back and forth thing for like the next, over the next, what, maybe 2 months or something like that. They may are gonna fight again at the next pay-per-view after that. And I think next pay-per-view after WrestleMania is WWE's Payback, I believe. But like I said, like I said, it's like I said, you guys, it's definitely going to be Bianca Belair, winning this championships against Sasha Banks.
And you know what? I could see that happening because you know a lot of this year being about oh yeah, the miraculous things that happen, and oh yeah, I entered number one and I ran through everybody and I won. Like I did a 30-man Royal Rumble and or the Women's Royal Rumble, or Edge coming back and he winning the Royal Rumble, Bianca Belair. They'll probably finish it off with this uh WrestleMania with me. But anyways, the thing about it is, what really kind of concerns me is how Sasha's gonna play it out, and and I'm talking about, is she gonna turn heel at the end of the day if she loses the belt? Because she how she hates losing the belt. She really hates losing that belt, and everybody teases her about, oh, you win the belt, but you lose the belt right back.
Yeah, yeah, you are definitely you're definitely right about that, because that time it's just like Bailey. Bailey, she hated to lose that SmackDown Women's Championship when she had it, and it's like, I would love, I would love to see, like I said, Bianca wins the championship back. I mean, not win it back, but like, uh, dang, I would love to see, Sasha Banks, like I said, and Bianca Belair go at it, a couple more times, and just never know how good of a feud it could be. But I would want Bianca Belair to be a heel though, honestly. But that won't
Right.
happen. Whew. But we definitely gonna have to see on WrestleMania Night One, April 10th, you guys, on the Peacock app, which I know most of you don't like Peacock, but that's the only streaming service or platform that we have for WrestleMania and all the other pay-per-views, going forward. It depends on if you're in the UK or not. You possibly still may have the WWE network. Um, but let's go on to the next match, you guys. It's gonna be the guy Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and John Morrison. Basically, you guys, this basically all started when um, Bad Bunny came to the Royal Rumble and he was singing, and Booker T was just standing there, like he was lost or something. And then, it come up to be where Miz had something to say bad about Bad Bunny, and end up, you know, hitting Bad Bunny, and then Bad Bunny hit him back, and then the guitar thing, came about, and then it is basically the story basically is like the Miz. He's always said that he's like this type TV person and that type thing, and it led all the way up to now to where the Miz and John Morrison were making fun of Bad Bunny, making a song called "Hey Hey Hop Hop" and all that, you guys, and just really exposing Bad Bunny and all that. But then Damian Priest, I'm not sure what in the world is Damian Priest doing, because he should be actually wrestling like you know people like Riddle or something like that. Not just really being with Bad Bunny and feeding with the Miz and John Morrison. That's mid card status right there. Like you come up from NXT being in the middle, not actually. Well, I mean, he faced Finn. I think he faced Finn Balor and he faced other superstars before, but to go from a great NXT show to being a mid carder on the main event thing. But I mean, I understand you have to work your way up, but you being that talented over in NXT, it just makes it seem like it just makes it seem real bad, you guys, um that Damian Priest is in, this predicament. But anyways, going back to the match, you guys. Sorry to get out for getting off topic, but I would have to say that Bad Bunny and Damian Priest will end up winning this match, and possibly maybe the Miz will take time away from TV or something. If I had to guess, that's my prediction on that match. Because it was going to be Bad Bunny versus Miz, but Damian Priest said last night on the tape edition of the Go Home WrestleMania um show, where he said he wanted to even up the odds and make it a tag team match. So like I said, we got Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus the Miz and John Morrison.
Well, I agree with you. It seems bad for Damian Priest to even come up to be treated like this. It seemed like another Alex Black,
Exactly.
and a Keith Lee thing. And like I said, but that's just leaving it short on a short subject. But as a prediction, this a celebrity match. You already know who's gonna win. It's, So I think Bad Bunny, it's a Bad Bunny match and celebrity match, squash
Yeah,
match.
yeah, and they're probably gonna do something on Raw. I mean, not on Raw, but at WrestleMania. To expose the Miz. Maybe they'll bring out some paint and pour it over the Miz or something. Then John Morrison runs, or maybe they'll do something. To really embarrass.
Something gimmicky and funny or something like that.
Yeah, just to embarrass the Miz. So no. Definitely gonna have to see how that's definitely gonna play out at WrestleMania on night one. Next match, you guys, we got the Swiss Cyborg Cesaro versus the guy that always says embrace the vision, Seth freaking Rollins. Those two superstars, I know they're definitely gonna make WrestleMania Night One a great show. I think out of all the matches the next two matches I'm gonna go over, plus plus with the um plus with the matches I already talked about. Like I said, I feel as if Cesaro and Seth Rollins is gonna be the best match of the night. But basically Cesaro and Seth Rollins, this all started back when Seth Rollins returned uh back to WWE TV after, him his wife, well him his fiance, former WWE champion Becky Lynch, those two had their baby, and Seth Rollins comes back. Everyone gets around the ring, and Seth Rollins wants someone to be with him, and everyone walks off except one particular person, which was the Swiss cyborg Cesaro. And then Cesaro ends up each and every week embarrassing Seth Rollins by hitting the swing on him, and like, yeah, I think it was 22 times the first time, and then he he ends up let's see, Seth Rollins ends up getting back, at um Seth Rollins ends up getting back at Cesaro, and here we are today, you guys. So in my prediction, I would have to say that Cesaro wins the match, and then never know what else we could expect next, between these two superstars. But like I said, it is going to be one of the greater matches on the WrestleMania Night One card.
Uh, as far as who's gonna win, I think Cesaro might actually pull off a win, but it's gonna be a close match. Because I think this might be Seth Rollins' first loss in WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Uh,
I will never forget Seth Rollins match when he came out with that Money in the Bank briefcase that one time. Man, that was the most shocking thing at WrestleMania when it was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the championship at that one time. Then out of nowhere,
hmm
Seth Rollins' music hits, and I forgot what stadium they was at. I can't remember, but
Now, what's been crazy is he been using two different entrance music.
yeah, the Burn It Down one, and
Yeah, he been using "Burn It Down" and the Messiah entrance music.
yeah,
It,
cause when it it'll say, it'll say burn, it'll say burn it down, and then next thing you know, it goes to the Messiah type thing.
yeah, so I don't know if he's like trying to experiment on which entrance music he really wants to use. Cause one time he's either wearing all white or he's wearing that black all black. So I don't know if he's trying to, experiment.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I think he's better with that burn it down gimmick. because that Messiah gimmick, you know, it's just not really clicking with me.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But
I'm
it
like,
is
man,
what
what
it
is
is.
this? I'm like, this is like something Sami Zayn would do, like a delusional type person. But anyways, um, next match, you guys, we have the WWE Raw Tag Team titles on the line. The New Day team of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Omos and the phenomenal one AJ Styles. So in my well, basically, you guys, let me go ahead and say, this started where the New Day won the tag titles. They beat Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, and then AJ comes up to Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston and said, that he wants a WrestleMania type match, and he picked AJ picked his partner as being Omos, so for him to have his first WWE debut, and well, first WWE in ring debut, and they played a couple games, all that good stuff, whatever, um, on the show, and then Omos got serious at one point last week on Monday Night Raw. And then here we are now. So who could possibly win the Raw Tag Team Championships or keep the Raw Tag Team Championships? In my opinion, I would have to say in some kind of way WWE could pull off having AJ Styles and Omos to actually win in some type of fashion, if I had to say the least.
Well, true. Uh, but you gotta realize now we're talking about
Omos is basically like Omos is basically like the Great Khali, and then then you have like Ranjan Singh or something.
well, yeah, but you gotta think about it. If you're thinking about as far as WWE logic or real life logic. Now, if you thinking about real life logic, that's like when you watch watch them. They didn't really wrestle. They did is ran around the outside of the ring or distract him and made him mad. If you make a person mad, he's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna get himself disqualified. That's why he said they were saying how much real, how much of real life wrestling have you guys done together? We wrestled together for over 10 years, 10, 15 years. So we know not to make each other mad. We know what triggers each other and not trigger each other. We know when we are in trouble and not in each other in trouble.
Right.
So on Moss, you don't know. On Moss might be like, oh, okay, well I'm mad at this dude and start chasing this dude guy down. AJ Styles might be in the middle of the ring in a submission hold. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's what happened last time. And then AJ Styles came running to the outside, and Omos is running around the ring, stumbling over his feet. And then the next thing you know, then when the bell gets rung, AJ Styles gets pissed off at Omos, and or AJ Styles temper, he's gonna try to get with his Georgia temper, he's gonna try to cuss Omos out, and then he gonna be all sorry like, oh, I'm sorry. Omos ain't gonna take that. Omos probably gonna choke slam him.
Yeah, but this could be the turning point of where Omos really does turn on AJ Styles. If not at WrestleMania, then possibly, as a, I'll say about a couple of weeks or so. that we may see this. See this turn, and where would it lead Omos to next? So yeah, Matt Skill either way, but yeah,
But I,
Omos.
but honestly, I'm gonna say the New Day because there's nobody else in the tag team division that could face Omos. I told you, Omos is such a disadvantage in the whole WWE.
That just
That
like
was that
just like
that's
Nia
stupid,
Jax.
right? That's stupid to even give AJ Styles, who is already a legend. That he's going to get put in the Hall of Fame of the WWE. Why give him Omos? That doesn't even make sense.
But you know it's it's like it's like that.
When they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give you Omos as a bodyguard," I was like, "From who? Nobody want to wrestle you no more. Undertaker retired.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it really much AJ Styles, have left to do, but he wanted that WrestleMania payday, so they had to do something with him.
I mean, he couldn't even do that. He couldn't even be Jeff Hardy. It was Jeff Hardy and Sami Zayn. He couldn't even be them, bruh. Right now, he just all he doing is helping other people push their popularity.
Right, yeah.
So, like I said, he might as well get his paycheck and be cool with it.
Yeah. He's been wrestling what, 20 years now?
I mean, they could give him another tag team partner, but Omos, bruh, Omos was cool chasing down other people in the back when he was a ninja and doing a Fight Club.
I wonder who could be AJ Styles' tag partner. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's say if Omos, slip or something like that and hurt his knee.
I don't know, cause I mean he picked on so many people. AJ Styles picked on so many people in the back. Who can you tag him up with except Sami Zayn?
And
Oh
that's the
no,
whole question.
Sami Zayn on SmackDown, ain't
Yeah,
he? Yeah, I don't know. Uh, like I said, I don't even. Like I said, it's kind of so hard.
true. It's all good though. But
Nah, matter of fact, I know who you could call up. You could go find one of those one of Riker's ex partners.
yeah, Steve Cutler.
Yeah, you can go find one of them because I know that they probably want a job.
Yeah, unless they're probably checking the door of AEW or something. But I don't know. All right. Then we got this other squash match, you guys. That's next. It is Shane McMahon. That's born with the silver spoon in his mouth, but I'm just joking. Versus the Strowman Express, Braun Strowman. This match right here, I can just say Braun Strowman wins flat out.
You know what? I'm gonna say that there's gonna be a twist in the match, and the twist probably gonna be someone's gonna loosen that cage because Shane is smart and he's gonna use that. Have you noticed every time when Braun starts moving, you've been hearing that horn?
Yeah, what is that crap?
It's a train horn, like a choo
Yeah,
choo train.
yeah.
Braun Strowman's gonna go through that that one of those cage doors, and Shane's gonna go right through there. Watch, I got
That's
ten bucks on it. I got $10 on it, and I'll cash app it to you, or you can cash app it to me if I win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You could be right because, like, the
I
way,
pr-
like,
and I tell you, and if I'm right, everybody in my comment section, you guys owe me $1.
jeez,
That's how
man.
that's how predictable WWE is.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, just because of how this basically all started to where,
One of them
oh,
going through that cage door. I promise you.
hey, you guys, we got another person that's going to be added in. His name is Justin. There's Juggernaut. So basically, you missed most of the video, Juggernaut. We basically talked about Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Um, and Jatori, he said that he think Drew is going to win. And go ahead and tell him your reason why that Drew is going to win. But I said Lashley.
Oh, why? Oh, why Drew gonna win?
Yeah.
Oh, I think what that? Oh, I think Drew gonna win because I just think but because the hurt business is over. The hurt business is over. I think Bobby's gonna finally get figure out that it's that MVP is the problem. MVP is the problem. MVP did not help. That Kane did not help, and he's gonna turn on MVP.
So what's your
They might.
prediction,
I
Juggernaut?
think that there might be a rematch later on, but as far as right now, that belt either gonna go back to Drew. Maybe somebody interfere where it'll turn into a three-way match with whoever interfere. But as far as it being settled right now, it would either go to Drew or Bobby ain't gonna keep it.
Oh, okay. So I'm the tiebreaker here. So who, because you guys picked different ways. You picked Lashley. Why'd you pick Lashley?
Oh, the reason why I picked Lashley is because, like, you know, it's the first time Lashley had the championship and all that good stuff. And then like, I guess WWE want, I can say WWE possibly would want Bobby Lashley to prove himself even more of why he deserves to continue to be, WWE champion. But then again, I'm kind of.
Oh, I'm sorry. My
Go ahead.
second reason is you gotta remember Drew is also the chosen one. He was Vince's chosen one.
Mm-hmm.
Back
He
in
was
2010.
chosen. He was a chosen one from off rip. Bobby wasn't originally with the company. He ain't originally from WWE. He was from a different company. He's from ECW.
I mean, he's still from, he was from the ECW under like WWE.
Yeah, but he ain't from ECW. So that means he ain't by law Vince's kid. That ain't his baby boy.
Yeah,
Vince
call
got
him.
something to prove. Vince
I see
McMahon
that.
got something to prove. So you feel me? So he got to be like, oh yeah, I picked this man. This is my baby.
Yep.
Oh, but my predictions on this match, okay. So I can, I actually can see Bobby Lashley winning, but with the way they've been, okay, so it feels like they've been trying to make her business like, a few weeks ago, it looks like they were trying to make them look like faces a little bit. People been wanting to cheer them and stuff. They're getting a lot of popularity, okay? So that's why they're trying to break up the Hurt Business, because people are starting to cheer Bobby Lashley, because they want Drew McIntyre to get all the cheering and stuff.
Right.
And to be honest, I'm kind of getting tired of Drew McIntyre a little bit. I don't know. I just feel like he's not stale to me. He's a good wrestler, but like it's just not really doing it for me. Like it feels like he's being shoved down our throats a little bit. Like it's just not. Drew McIntyre isn't really doing it for me. But after what happened last year with him, winning that WrestleMania, but not having a crowd there, that really, was impact on, him winning last year. So I think that Drew McIntyre is going to win back the title because they want him to have that big WrestleMania moment that he didn't have last year. So that's why I feel like that Drew McIntyre is going to get the title back. And, they're split up the Hurt Business, and I feel like I definitely agree with you that MVP could get involved. He could, be the downfall of Bobby Lashley here.
I think it's way too soon to. As far as the Hurt Business, I think it's too soon to split them up. Personally, but as far as MVP, I think he was a bad choice to have him in there too long.
Yeah,
because it just I don't think he just kind of up there in age.
Yeah, he is up there in age.
Yeah, he was up there in age. I know what they were trying to do, but he wasn't winning no champion. They couldn't had no mixture. Only thing he could do was manage. And when he hurt himself, getting himself in the ring, that really was an embarrassment.
It's like Vince McMahon tearing his quads.
Right. So it was like, how can you be a trainer and then worse. A manager? So how can you explain this? So
because the whole Vince McMahon, tearing his quads out was pretty funny, But this is kind of an embarrassment right here with MVP getting injured and stuff.
Shoot, man. Then
also, did you hear rumors about Brock Lesnar could possibly be the Fiend?
Oh no! I heard that it could be the Boogeyman.
I heard that it was Bo Dallas.
Yeah, because there was something.
Oh no! I also heard that one too. I heard it could. The reason why it was he looked so small, it could be Bo Dallas.
Yeah, but I was hearing like that it could be Brock Lesnar for some odd reason. I don't know, this to have Lesnar on the show, which that'd be kind of hard to believe.
He's a little too short to be Lesnar. Lesnar is 6'3". That person.
Maybe Brock slimmed down. I don't know. His head kind of looks like Lesnar a little bit because Lesnar has a pretty big head.
Yeah, meathead. Yeah, meathead.
No, but back to what you were saying now.
Oh yeah. The next match me and Jatori now had discussed was the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. I talked about the preview to where I said Bianca Belair would win, but this will not be the only time that both Bianca and Sasha Banks will compete. They may compete one more time, but in my opinion, I'm thinking this is probably going to extend on to the next two pay-per-views, which is, I think the next pay-per-view is WWE Payback. And then
I think it's Backlash. Backlash or Payback. I can't remember which one.
Shoot. I don't remember.
I think it's Payback.
Because I remember they doing Backlash in like April of last year. I think it's Payback.
Yeah. But like I said, my prediction is going to be Bianca Belair winning that WWE SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? My prediction is going to be Bianca to actually win it because, I feel like it's her time right now, and she's so over right now. And this is going to be an amazing match to watch between Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. I think this is going to be the main event for night one. I'm pretty sure it's going to main event the show for night one. But to be honest, if it doesn't, I'll be very disappointed.
I think so because out of the other matches we have to discuss, it's not gonna be no other. That's probably is gonna be the main event. It's probably gonna open with the WWE Championship match and close with that match
Mm-hmm.
because the other matches we got Cesaro and Seth Rollins facing each other. Then we got the New Day versus Omos and AJ Styles for the tag titles on Raw. Well, for the Raw tag titles, and then we got Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman. Now, Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman, you don't want to have that, as your main event. But we're gonna skip, talking about Seth Rollins, and
And
then
actually, I figured out what the next pay-per-view is. It's Money in the Bank.
oh, well, dang.
And then the
No,
next pay-per-view after that will be Backlash.
ain't no way the next one. Ain't no way the next one is Money in the Bank.
Let me look it up here. Because I was looking at
Ain't no way.
CBS. I was looking at CBS and WWE. It showed their whole pay-per-view list for 2021.
Oh, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not that. Cause I think Money in the Bank is normally in July.
Well, last year they had it in May. I think they've been switching it around and stuff.
Yeah, just like they had Fast Lane, and they used to have what was the other pay-per-view called? Great Balls of Fire or something like that. They had one.
They only had that for like 1 year. Thank God, because that was a crap.
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
because I think it had such low ratings they got rid of it.
But that was so trash. Why would you name pay-per-view that? That's stupid.
And then in June it's going to be Backlash, and then July it's Extreme Rules, and then SummerSlam, and then August, or I think September or sometime, I can't remember, is Payback. That's when Payback is. So after SummerSlam it's Payback.
Oh dang! So
you found it?
Yeah,
I found it.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's in May? Is it another pay-per-view in April?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay,
No.
May is what now?
Money in the Bank. Because last year they did Money in the Bank.
I thought it was in July. Oh dang!
No, because they had to rewind. They had to rewind the year because after
COVID happened.
WrestleMania, they rewind the year because of the briefcase.
Gotcha.
The
All right.
briefcase only lasts. The contract of the briefcase only lasts a year.
Gotcha. Well, talked about Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. Talked about that match. Talked about Cesaro versus Seth Rollins as well. Which is probably going to be the greatest match of the night. New Day and Omos and all that. Then Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. But Jatori had a funny thing to say about that match of what WWE could possibly do, and he said that you're going to owe him $10, or is it $1?
Okay, so I say that somebody's going through that cage, bro.
I can see that.
Know
Yeah.
how, yeah.
Or
how,
Shane's gonna jump off something.
well, yeah, somebody's going through that cage. You know how you hear that choo choo every time Braun Strowman coming down that ramp or something.
Where he runs around the ring.
Yeah, you've been hearing it lately.
Mm-hmm.
There's for some reason why they're playing that for lately. Now, I think they're hinting that somebody and you see that Shane McMahon been saying, I'm smarter than you. I'm smarter than you. He's a smart thinker. He probably gonna have him go through that because
I feel like Shane. Oh, go ahead.
He might. Well, you might be. I don't know. But I just know somebody going through that thing. But he don't think before he be running through things. He always going head first through things.
Yeah,
true. And I believe that Shane McMahon, he's gonna jump off of something in this match. I feel like they have the pirate ship for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How they have this big pirate ship. I feel like Shane is gonna jump off of something like that. He's going because Shane likes to do these big leap of faith type of moves. Like
Yeah, Shane. It's either gonna be this year. It's either gonna be Shane, and who else gonna do it this year?
who's that?
KO.
I can see that. I can see that.
I already
Oh,
predicted it
oh yeah.
because
Hold on.
he already wants to do it. I know it.
So what other matches you talk about? You talking about Bad Bunny, Damian Priest versus The Miz and Morrison.
Yeah, that ended up getting changed up. We talked about how
I'm happy that match changed to a tag team match because I did
yeah.
not want to see.
I remember I talked about it that they weren't going to have it, but I guess WWE wanted it to be, a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I guess a little bit more interesting in some kind of way for
I
Bad
did
Bunny
not
to
want
get
to
his
see.
paycheck.
I did not want to see not Damian Priest, Bad Bunny versus The Miz. Just in a one-on-one match. But I feel like that Bad Bunny and Damian Priest will win this match, just because have the celebrity win, and hopefully they're done with this whole Bad Bunny stuff. But I feel like Bad Bunny's going to be on TV for a little while more, because every time he gets on the mic, he always calls people a bitch. And when you're actually under the roster, like every wrestler, you're like, you're a bitch. It's every wrestler says that. So he's definitely training to become. He's definitely a professional wrestler now. He's definitely on the roster now.
And have you noticed every time when a celebrity comes, the wrestler, the first thing out their mouth, "You don't belong here."
Yeah,
Just like who was it? Baron Corbin when he faced Apollo Crews at NXT, it was like, you shouldn't stay in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
That was funny. And then what else? Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon in the Steel Cage.
yeah, we talked about that one a while ago.
Braun Strowman is definitely gonna win.
Cesaro and Seth Rollins as well. We talked about.
That's gonna be a really good match. That could be
that match is actually gonna steal the show.
I got Cesaro winning because he needs a big win at WrestleMania. Well, maybe have Rollins win, and then they can continue this feud out longer. You know what? I have to go with Seth Rollins there. I'm sorry, I gotta go Rollins. That's my boy. That's my boy from Iowa.
So you think he's gonna do his comeback win?
I wouldn't mind whoever wins this match. I wouldn't mind if Cesaro wins. I wouldn't mind.
Even though Seth Rollins has two different theme songs, he has to burn it down, and then he goes back to Messiah thing. I'm like,
he does that. He does that now.
Yeah.
Really? That's really weird.
The last couple weeks he been doing first he'll be doing a burn it down, then the next week it did the Messiah, and getting confused. I was like, okay, because sometimes at first I was at first I get tricked because of Bailey, because Bailey tricks me with that, and but then I'm like, hold on, Bailey been missing for last I don't know how long, so I know it's Rollins.
Mm-hmm. And then,
but then I'm lit.
Oh, keep going.
Huh?
Keep going.
Okay, so and then I'm like, okay, no, that's wrong. And then they're like, and they burn it down. I'm like, okay. I'm like, no, that's wrong. And then the next week, then it's like, then the announcer goes, it's Messiah. I'm like, hold on. Last week he was playing Burn It Down.
He can't figure out.
I'm like, you guys can't make up your mind.
Dude, man, that is definitely crazy. But I don't know.
What's the other match? Oh yeah, the Raw Tag Team match.
Oh yeah. Wait, do we? Yeah. My prediction was AJ Styles and Omos, but Jatori had something else on that one.
Oh, I don't even think I made a prediction. Oh, I didn't finish my prediction.
Oh, my
I
bad.
just, to be honest, I don't. I'm gonna go New Day. I can't give
Wow.
up on my New Day buzz because I
Wow.
just think I don't think they AJ Styles and Omos has got their communication
Hmm.
ready yet.
You know, I feel like they're going to have AJ Styles and Omos when I definitely agree with Chris here. The reason why is because you don't have AJ Styles lose at WrestleMania. And this is Omos's first WrestleMania match. He's going to be 1-0. He's going to start his own streak. He's going to be the next Undertaker. No, I'm just joking.
Oh no,
No,
don't
but
do that. He'll
AJ
probably
Styles,
be, he'll probably be the
AJ,
next Ali tripping over his feet. Though.
AJ Styles and Omos are going to win. Because after what happened on Raw with the New Day beating, well, no, it wasn't the New Day. Was it Xavier beat AJ? I can't exactly remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so usually when the team loses going into the match, going into the pay-per-view match or going to the pay-per-view, usually the opposite, the losing team is going to win. So that's why I see AJ Styles and Omos winning. And like I said, AJ Styles,
lose him back, but
but AJ Styles, he's money, and him having the tag team championships, I think he's held the. Has he held the Universal? No, he hasn't. He's held the WWE. Has he held the IC?
nope.
He's held the US, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the US.
He had the US. He hasn't had the IC. He needs, tag team titles. That'd be good for him. Yeah, that's what I got winning.
All right, y'all. Let's jump into night 2 matches. Whew. All right. We got. Well, I'm gonna go with the Intercontinental Championship match. Big E versus Apollo Crews. I would have to say Big E will possibly retain against the fake accent of Apollo Crews. I get tired of this guy talking, like talking like he's something that he's not. And then, we all go back here, you guys, to where how Kofi, he was a Jamaican at one, had a Jamaican accent at one point, and then, now we got Apollo doing the same thing, and then when he get ready to change up, when Apollo changes his gimmick, then it was like, dang, what happened to your Nigerian voice? So, and he said that was his actual real voice. So we'll definitely see. As months and months pass by. But like I said, that's my prediction of Biggie retaining.
Jatori? Who you got winning
I
this match?
think Big E's gonna retain it.
You know what?
Actually, I think Big E gonna retain it, but I just wish I had more information on whatever this match is called though.
Intercontinental title match.
No, it's some special stipulation on this match.
It's a flag on a pole match. No, I'm just kidding.
Whatever kind of crap that is.
I'm just kidding. I don't even know. I didn't even know they're having stipulation. Wait, actually, no.
Yeah.
It's a Nigerian drum fight match, whatever that means. I think
like I said, I don't even know what like. I was like,
there's gonna bang drums during the match. No.
Yeah, just like a kendo stick match or something.
I have no idea. But since there's a match named basically after for Apollo Crews, I mean Apollo Crews, he has to go over here after what happened at Fastlane with that whole shenanigans, like with them kind of pinning each other. I think that you guys went with Big E, so I'm gonna go with Apollo Crews there. I have to be different. Yeah, I'm going with Crews to win here. I feel like he needs a bit. He needs, to do something better, like rather than be Apollo lose, be Apollo win for once. So yeah, I love to see him win the IC title. I kind of like this gimmick that he's doing. Also, I mean, it's better than what he's done in the past. But yeah, give me Apollo.
Okay. All right. Let's
Okay.
go ahead and jump on to the next one, you guys, which is going to be The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. This basically all goes back into WWE's TLC pay-per-view back in December, to where Orton burned the Fiend. Then before then, um I mean, it's like, you know it's like Orton has been around Alexa Bliss until the Fiend returned, and then what we get is the Fiend comes back through the floor at Fastlane, as Randy Orton was facing Alexa Bliss, and then now the Fiend returns and said, Alexa said that she's going to, the Fiend is going to kill the Legend Killer. So, in my opinion, I'll say the Fiend will possibly win that match. But like we were discussing earlier, if the Fiend is not actually the Fiend, then who is the person under the mask that will take the mask off and reveal themselves that they aren't the Fiend? But we'll definitely have to see how this is definitely gonna play out.
Jatori?
So who do you think gonna win though?
I think he said
I'll
the
say,
Fiend.
yeah.
Hmm. I would say the Fiend, no doubt. Now I do I
But what I'm saying is, I'm thinking they're probably gonna do that to write Orton off TV, for a good little while, because he, like, that man has been wrestling nonstop. Even when it's been like backstage news that it was time he wasn't going to show in the show, he showed up. Well, he did show up on the show. Then next week he showed up, and like he's been wrestling really basically nonstop. You guys,
and that's what I was about to
True.
say. I was about to say that they probably gonna just like you ain't seen the Fiend in a good minute. But they're probably gonna, make Randy Orton a part timer for a minute to give him some rest.
he definitely deserves it at that.
Cause you gotta realize when he was wrestling against doing the storyline against Drew, I don't think he took any breaks.
He
He
took
did.
he took a Raw show off. That was basically it.
I think it literally went straight from the Drew fight on to the Fiend.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Is there a stipulation for this match? Like, I wish this match was kind of like a Firefly Funhouse match, because I think that would be pretty cool to have like maybe,
Uh,
or I feel like this match is gonna be cinematic in some type of way. I don't know
they
how, but
they say it probably be like a cinematic match,
uh,
some way, kind of, stipul kind of like the John Cena Firefly kind of
Funhouse
thing.
match. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like that the Fiend is gonna win, but if it's not, oh, okay, so like I said, it's either going to be if it's not the Fiend, then it either has to be Bo Dallas or maybe someone like Brock Lesnar or somebody like that. But it's more like if it's not actual Bray Wyatt, then it's probably gotta be Bo Dallas because them two are brothers and stuff. But that'd be pretty cool to see Brock Lesnar go like, "Whoa, what the hell?" A swerve right here.
Oh,
So that'd be pretty cool.
they were like,
Um,
"Dang, Brock Lesnar, you lost height and weight."
or maybe this could be actual Bray Wyatt here, and then have like a bigger Fiend. I go like, oh yeah, you definitely know that would be Lesnar under that, you know.
Right.
Uh,
and if they
or
do
they,
a
or they could,
swerve,
yeah. Go ahead.
if they do a swerve, Bo been around the arena. He been around the arena. He just they didn't know. They claimed they didn't know what to do with him. He could have
Mm-hmm.
been a secret the whole time because Vince says that he don't like. He stopped telling people about what they're doing with the matches. That's why a whole bunch of matches been a lot of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so and then he don't tell them until the last minute. So he Bo might been known about known about what's going on with the Fiend storyline the whole time.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say the Fiend wins here because he needs to get revenge on Orton after what happened at TLC after getting burnt. But I like how they've been keeping the Fiend burnt. You know, they haven't like made him come back normal and stuff.
I, I do too.
I like that. And maybe eventually they can have him be normal again. But I like this here. A crispy, a crispy Bray Wyatt. I like that. But yeah, give me the Fiend here.
All right, all right. Next, we got the WWE Raw Women's Championship on the line. You got the Empress Asuka versus Rhea Ripley for that championship, you guys. My prediction, I'll have to say I guess you can say heel Rhea Ripley dethrones the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
Jatori?
I'll say the nightmare queen will win.
Is
Okay.
that Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, Rhea Ripley.
She's a Nightmare Queen. I thought she was called. Wait, they call her the Nightmare Queen. Oh yeah, they do call her. Well, they call her the Nightmare. I go like, wait, where'd you get the Queen part from? I was confused there for a minute. Yeah, give me Rhea Ripley to win. I'm tired of Asuka as the champion. I mean, she has been really nothing. She hasn't really done nothing with that title and stuff, and she's only defended the title like a few times, like these past few months and stuff.
Oh man, don't get me started on that. I told you she haven't defended that title since November last year. But anyway, what I was going
Yeah,
to say, what I was going to
crazy.
say, what I was going to say was that how about WWE throws Charlotte Flair in the match?
I
And that's
heard that Charlotte still have COVID.
um
Nah, I think she's still on getting COVID tested, ain't she?
Yeah, I think she is. Yeah, so she might not be available for the match.
yeah.
But I heard that Asuka, she's been wrestling injured a little bit. That's why she hasn't been like doing a whole bunch of matches and stuff. So I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah, she wasn't doing it even before then.
yeah, just take the title off of Asuka WWE. I mean, I'm just tired of. It's kind of the same situation like with NXT with Io Shirai, but Io Shirai I can stand with. I can stand her a little bit more
Yeah,
as a
she can.
champion.
Yeah, she can actually get in the ring and wrestle. No
I mean,
matter if her.
it's not like Asuka can't get. She's a pretty good wrestler and stuff. I'm just not behind her what she's doing on the main roster. I don't know, just the way they're booking her and all that. Like, it's just I'm not interested in Asuka.
Yeah, I mean she was cool at first, but now she's getting annoying.
Super
I mean,
annoying.
I even when like a couple years ago when she won the Rumble, they're like, yeah, this is cool and all, and then she had that WrestleMania match, and it was just like it's just I wasn't a fan of it at all. I don't know, I'm not really into Asuka that much.
Yeah.
And now after she got kicked in the mouth, it seemed like she's scared.
Right?
It just seemed like she's scared to wrestle.
Right.
I'm like, man, you scared? Go back to NXT.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and jump into the next match, you guys, which is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. In this match, what I can feel like Kevin Owens will win, and he will snap Sami Zayn out. Well, also don't forget, you guys, Logan Paul is going to be out there as well.
Oh,
So
great. You Logan Paul.
so maybe what they're so maybe what they're gonna do is have Kevin Owens and Logan Paul to snap into Sami Zayn's head, and maybe Sami Zayn, clean himself up, cut his hair, not do that documentary thing anymore, and move forward, with his career. So basically, this may be the end of the documentary thing with Kevin, not with Kevin Owens, with Sami Zayn. So
I don't know. Logan Paul is one annoying person. He might, interfere in the match.
shoot,
So
man,
yeah, so this might be a trick.
shoot, I hope not.
Uh, but I'm a KO person, and I hope and KO is stealing a lot of moves that I like. I hope he KOs everybody.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to find out how this match is gonna go. We got the United States title match, Riddle versus Sheamus. And what I would have to say is Sheamus will win the United States Championship. And the reason why I say that is because Sheamus haven't had any title, in a long time. And I think, it's his time to actually put on a great match with Riddle to win to win that win that championship, and have some kind of gold around his waist, if not none. But we're definitely gonna see how that match is going to play out on WrestleMania night 2 on Sunday.
I believe so. I don't think they're gonna take it off him yet though. Take the belt off him though.
Probably gonna wait for Keith Lee or something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say they're gonna keep it on bro for a good minute.
Hmm. Okay. And the last but not least match, you guys, we have, which is for the WWE Universal Championship. We have the head of the table, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, versus the rated R superstar versus Daniel Bryan for the championship. My opinion, you guys, I would have to say, um, possibly we can say that Roman Reigns will win. Well, retain.
I would say it's gonna be a hard fought fight, and Roman Reigns will retain by interference.
Okay. Oh, I mean, it's not a tough one, but at the same time, it is. But yeah, I say Roman Reigns will retain it. But I guess that is it. Um, so make sure you guys, well, maybe you guys have already watched the WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony class of 2021. Tomorrow night, you guys, April the April the 7th, we have We have WWE NXT Takeover, Stand and Deliver Night One. So make sure you guys check that out. And I think that's gonna be on on the USA Network where y'all normally watch on. And also on Thursday we got more wrestling. Don't forget to watch NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver Part Two on Peacock or Dirty Network, whichever one you all still have. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in to Chris Wrestling Views on this live video streaming. Really do appreciate y'all for subscribing and make sure that you continue to do so and view all my other content. And we're going to get ready for WrestleMania this Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock Pacific. I think it's Central Time or Pacific Time. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna be doing reviews over AE not I'm about to say AEW. We're definitely gonna be doing reviews over NXT for night one and night two. But yeah, thank you all for watching Well, thank you all for listening in here with Jatori and I here on Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com.